Welcome, dear one. I want you to take a deep breath and simply be here. Wherever you are in your life right now, whatever you may be going through, you are in the right place. You may have been feeling a little different lately. Maybe you've felt disconnected from others, or even from yourself. Maybe you've been wondering why you feel emotions more deeply than the people around you. Why you seem to care more, dream bigger, or feel heavier when others just move on. And sometimes you may have wondered if something was wrong with you because you couldn't seem to fit into the mold the world keeps offering. But there is nothing wrong with you. In fact, there is something very right about you. You are rare, and that is a beautiful thing. The world is often loud, fast, and filled with things that pull us in many directions. But you have a quiet depth that is easy to overlook in such a noisy world. That doesn't mean you are less than. It means you are deep, thoughtful, and richly alive. There are not many like you, and sometimes that can feel lonely. But I want you to know that your uniqueness is not a problem. It is your gift. You don't need to change who you are to be accepted. You don't need to shrink yourself to be loved. You are allowed to take up space, to feel fully, and to walk gently but firmly in your truth. Being rare means you have something special that not everyone will understand, but the right people will feel it. And most importantly, you are here to understand it within yourself first. Say gently to yourself now, I am willing to see the beauty and rarity within me. These words are more than a sentence. They are an opening. They are a door to a new way of seeing who you are. There is a light inside of you that has always been there, even when you forgot it. And even if the world didn't recognize it, that light has never gone out. When you were told to be quiet, it still glowed. When you were told you were too much or not enough, it still glowed. And now, as you begin to remember who you really are, that light begins to grow stronger. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are simply remembering something powerful. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to shine in your own way. And even though it might feel unfamiliar, your heart knows the truth. Your soul knows that you carry something valuable inside you, something the world needs more of: gentleness, compassion, deep love, and truth. You are the rare woman the world often overlooks, but heaven never forgets. And as you learn to see yourself clearly, you'll see that you are not alone. There are others like you, and together the light grows brighter. You are safe now. You are seen. And you are deeply loved. There may have been many times you felt like you didn't belong. You might have walked into a room and sensed that you were different from everyone else there. Maybe you looked around and thought, why do I feel so out of place? These feelings are more common than you think. Many people who carry deep spiritual gifts or sensitive hearts often feel like strangers in their own lives. It's not because something is wrong. It's because you were born to bring something different. You see things others miss. You feel things others avoid. You care when others turn away. And sometimes that kind of heart can feel like a burden when the world seems to celebrate hardness, speed, and noise. You may have noticed that certain people have misunderstood you. Maybe they thought you were too emotional. Maybe they said you were overthinking. Or maybe they simply didn't take the time to really see you. And because of that, you may have started to doubt your own beauty. But let's gently let go of that today. There's nothing wrong with feeling deeply. that depth is a blessing. You are not too sensitive. You are finely tuned. You are not overthinking. You are deeply aware. And while others may move through life quickly, you have been gifted with the ability to pause, to reflect, and to truly understand. It's easy to believe that if others don't see our worth, it must not be there. But your worth has never been defined by how others treat you. It has always lived within you. Your body even tries to remind you. When something feels wrong, it tenses up. When your heart is ignored, it aches. When your truth is hidden, your energy feels drained. These are not weaknesses. They are signs from your inner self calling you to come back home. The pain is not your enemy. It is your teacher, your guide, showing you where you've tried to fit in when you were born to stand out. You belong, even if you haven't always felt that way. You are not here to be like everyone else. You are here to light a path for others who feel lost. And even if they don't say it, your presence brings peace. Just by being you, you show others what love, grace, and real strength look like. You are a reminder that softness is not weakness. It is power in its most honest form. Say this now: I belong in this world. My presence is meaningful and needed. Let those words settle into your heart like gentle rain. You are not invisible. You are not wrong. You are the rare flower that blooms in a field of sameness, and your time to flourish is coming. There is healing available to you, and it begins the moment you are willing to look at the pain, not as something to fear, but as something that wants to speak to you. So many of us have experienced rejection, abandonment, or deep criticism. Maybe someone you loved didn't love you back the way you needed. Maybe you were told you were too much, too loud, too quiet, too strange. Maybe someone laughed at your dreams or made you feel small when all you wanted was to be seen and accepted. These wounds don't just disappear. They settle into our hearts and sometimes even into our bodies. They show up as tightness, heaviness, or even illness. But these wounds can be healed, not through shame or silence, but through gentle love. Close your eyes and think of the first time you felt unwanted, not to dwell in pain, but to bring love to that memory. That little girl who felt left out or looked over, she didn't do anything wrong. She was simply being her true self in a world that didn't yet understand her value. And now, you are here to tell her something she's always needed to hear. I love you. I see you. I will never abandon you again. Write this down in a journal or say it in the mirror. Look at yourself and say, I forgive those who did not see my worth. I now see it clearly. These words can open the door to something powerful, a soft, radiant love that begins to melt away the fear, the pain, the sadness. You don't have to carry their words anymore. You don't have to prove your worth to anyone. You don't need to fix what was never broken. All you need is a little willingness to see yourself differently. You were not meant to fit into small spaces. You were meant to grow, to shine, to express the fullness of who you are. Each time you choose to love yourself more, you teach the world how to love you better. You set a new standard, not just for yourself, but for the next generation of rare, beautiful souls who are watching you. Healing doesn't have to be dramatic. It happens in small, quiet moments of honesty. It happens when you choose kindness over criticism, softness over shame, and truth over silence. Your journey is sacred, and every tear, every heartache, every time you felt invisible, it all led you here to this moment. to the beginning of a new chapter where you stop waiting for others to see your light and begin shining it for yourself. You are not here to be tolerated. You are here to be celebrated. You are not the problem. You are the solution. And with each breath, with each loving word, with each small step toward healing, you become the woman you were always meant to be. Rare, radiant, whole. You have been through enough trying to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. All your life, there may have been a quiet voice inside whispering, "There is something more for me." And even when others doubted you or dismissed you, that voice never fully faded. It might have gotten quieter. It might have been covered up by fear or shame, but it never disappeared. That voice is your truth, and it is time to let it rise. You are not meant to be common. You are not meant to follow a path that others laid down in fear. You are here to walk your own path with love, with courage, and with grace. There is so much pressure to be like everyone else. The world teaches us to blend in, to follow trends, to ignore what makes us different. But you were not created to be a copy. You are an original design, full of color, depth, and light. It's okay if not everyone understands you. Rare things are not easily understood. They are studied. They are admired. They are cherished. You are like a wildflower that blooms in an unexpected place, reminding the world that beauty is not meant to be controlled. You bring light to the places where people have forgotten how to feel. And that is not something to be hidden. That is something to be honored. When you begin to accept that your rarity is a blessing, everything starts to change. You stop chasing approval. You stop comparing. You stop doubting the gifts that live inside you. And instead, you begin to nurture them. You begin to let them grow. Because your light doesn't need permission. It only needs your willingness to shine. Say these words to yourself. I honor the uniqueness of who I am. There is no one like me. And believe that with your whole heart. You don't need to be louder, softer, stronger, or smaller. You just need to be real. Your realness is what makes you magnetic. Your truth is what makes you powerful. There is nothing wrong with being rare. What's wrong is a world that tries to make everyone the same. But you can be the change. You can be the reminder that different is beautiful, sensitive is strong, and love, deep, real love, is still the most powerful force in the world. When you walk into a room, you bring that love with you. You don't have to prove anything. Your energy speaks, your spirit speaks, and the right people will hear it, even if they don't have the words for it. You are not lost. You are leading. You are not weird. You are wonderful. And the more you see that in yourself, the more others will begin to see it too. You were never meant to be common. You were always meant to be rare. There is a great power that comes when you realize that everything you've been looking for is already inside you. You don't have to reach outside of yourself to manifest a beautiful life. You only have to go within. Your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, they are shaping your reality every single day. And when you begin to choose new thoughts, more loving thoughts, more powerful thoughts, you begin to create a new life. This is the beauty of manifestation. It is not about forcing or controlling. It is about allowing. It is about aligning your mind and your heart with the truth of who you are. You are not here to chase. You are here to attract. And when you understand your own worth, you become magnetic. You stop begging for love, success, or happiness. Instead, you begin to expect it. Because deep down, you know you are worthy of it. That's when the universe starts to respond. It mirrors back what you believe about yourself. So when you say, "I am aligned with divine abundance. I effortlessly attract all that I need," you are not just saying words. You are creating energy. You are speaking a truth that has always been waiting to be claimed. Take a moment today to write down 3 things you want to receive. Be clear, be bold, be honest. Then write down 3 things you already have that you are truly grateful for. This simple practice aligns you with abundance. It tells the universe, "I trust, I believe, I am ready." And trust is the key. Trust that what is meant for you will come. Trust that you are not behind. Trust that your timing is perfect. Because when you believe you are supported, you are. When you believe you are loved, you are. And when you believe you are powerful, you are. Everything begins with thought. If your thoughts are filled with fear, you will see the world as threatening. If your thoughts are filled with love, you will see opportunities, beauty, and blessings. This is not just wishful thinking. It is the way energy works. What you focus on grows. So focus on what lifts you. Focus on what feels true. Focus on what makes your soul light up. You are not small. You are not limited. You are a powerful creator, and you are learning how to use that power with love, not fear. Let your thoughts become your allies. Let your heart lead the way. You are attracting the life that matches your worth, and that life is beautiful. Your body is always speaking to you, even when your mind tries to ignore it. It sends gentle signals, small whispers that grow louder when they're not heard. Sometimes you feel tension in your neck, as if you've been carrying the weight of other people's expectations. Other times, your chest feels tight, holding in words you were afraid to say or feelings you were told to hide. And then there's your belly, where fear often hides, where old memories settle in silence. These aren't just physical symptoms. They are messages from your inner world, asking you to listen with love. Your body is your oldest friend. It has been with you through everything. It holds your laughter, your tears, your joy, and your pain. And even when you've been unkind to it, through criticism, shame, or neglect, it has never stopped trying to keep you safe. What would it be like to treat your body as your greatest ally? What if, instead of judging it, you began to thank it? Thank you, legs, for carrying me. Thank you, arms, for reaching out in love. Thank you, heart, for beating through every season of my life. When we begin to speak to our bodies with gratitude, healing begins. Say this to yourself now. My body is a messenger. I listen with love and respond with care. These words are a promise to no longer ignore your needs, a promise to no longer numb your feelings, a promise to show up for yourself fully, with compassion. You don't have to know all the answers. You just have to be willing to listen. Your body will tell you what it needs when you create a safe space for it to speak. One gentle practice you can try is placing your hand over your heart, closing your eyes, and asking, "What do you need today?" The answer may surprise you. It may be rest. It may be movement. It may be forgiveness. Trust whatever comes. Your body is wise. It remembers everything. And now it is asking for your partnership. This is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about choosing love over fear, one small moment at a time. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are sensitive, intuitive, and deeply alive. You feel more because you are meant to bring more healing to the world. But first, that healing begins within. The more you love your body, the more it will respond. The more you honor its signals, the more peace you will feel. This is not just about health. This is about harmony. When your mind and body work together, everything becomes possible. You are learning to live in tune with yourself. And that is a rare and beautiful gift. You've given so much of yourself to others. You've bent and stretched to make others comfortable, to avoid conflict, to be accepted. But now, you are learning that your peace matters too. There comes a time when you must choose yourself, not in a selfish way, but in a sacred way. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors. They open you to the right people and close off what is not aligned with your soul. You are not here to be everything to everyone. You are here to honor your own energy, your own time, your own heart. It can feel scary to say no, especially if you've been taught that love means sacrifice. But true love does not ask you to abandon yourself. Real love respects your limits. It does not punish your no or guilt trip your silence. You are allowed to protect your joy. You are allowed to walk away from what drains you. You are allowed to choose people, places, and situations that feel safe, kind, and supportive. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. And it's time to start trusting that voice inside that says, I deserve better than this. Begin by writing down 3 new boundaries that support your peace. They don't need to be complicated. They just need to be honest. Maybe you no longer answer the phone at certain times. Maybe you limit your time with people who make you feel heavy. Maybe you choose to rest even when there's more to do. Each boundary you set is a declaration of worth. It says, I value myself too much to be treated this way. And that is a powerful message to send to the world and to your own soul. Say this softly now. It is safe for me to protect my peace. I am worthy of respectful love. Let those words settle into your nervous system. Let them become the new standard. You don't have to over-explain your limits. You don't have to apologize for taking care of yourself. You don't have to keep proving your kindness by staying in places that hurt you. You are enough, even when you say no. You are still loving, even when you choose yourself. And the more you practice this, the easier it becomes. You are not meant to be used up. You are meant to be lit up. And when you protect your space, you protect your light. You begin to flourish in ways that you never thought possible. You begin to attract people who love the real you, not just what you give. Boundaries are the roots of self-love. They ground you, they nourish you, and they make space for the life you truly deserve. You are not here to be convenient. You are here to be whole. And it all begins with saying, I matter too. There may have been a time when you held your truth deep inside, afraid of how others would react if you really spoke your heart. Maybe someone once told you that your words didn't matter, or made you feel like your voice was too loud, too soft, too much. But now is the time to take back your power, one word at a time. Your voice is not just sound, it is the expression of your soul. When you speak, you create. And your words are needed in this world, not someday, but now. So many people are afraid to speak their truth because they think it will push others away. But the truth is, the right people will come closer. The right people are drawn to your honesty, to your depth, to your courage. When you speak from your heart, you don't have to worry about being perfect. You only have to be real. And when you are real, you are powerful. This is not about being loud, it's about being true. Even a whisper can move mountains when it comes from a place of truth. Try this simple practice. Stand in front of the mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and say something you've been holding back. Maybe it's, "I'm proud of you." Maybe it's, "I'm tired." Maybe it's, "I deserve better." Whatever needs to come out, let it be said. You don't need permission. You are allowed to speak. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to be heard. Say it again. My voice is valuable. I speak with clarity, love, and confidence. Your voice is your tool for healing. Every time you speak truth instead of hiding, you heal a part of yourself. Every time you name a feeling instead of stuffing it down, you create freedom. Every time you set a limit, express a need, or share a dream, you return to your power. And this is how your light grows. Not by pretending, not by pleasing, but by standing in your truth with grace and love. There is a deep beauty in being fully expressed. It doesn't mean you always get it right. It means you are willing to show up as your real self. And that is what makes you rare. Your words matter. Your story matters. And when you speak with love, your voice becomes a gift, not just for you, but for everyone who hears it. You are not too much. You are just enough. And the more you use your voice, the more the world will adjust to the sound of your truth. In a world that often rewards noise and speed, it takes great courage to walk in softness and purpose. You don't have to rush. You don't have to compete. You don't have to be louder than the chaos around you. You were designed to walk your own path, steadily, honestly, and with grace. Being rare means you are guided by something deeper. You are moved not by pressure, but by peace. And your peace is your power. The world may not always understand your pace. That's okay. You are not here to meet every expectation. You are here to honor your soul. And when you do that, you become unshakable. There is strength in your calm. There is magic in your gentleness. And there is wisdom in your quiet knowing. You don't need to be seen by everyone. You only need to be true to yourself. The ones who are meant for you will feel your presence, even in your silence. Ask yourself gently, what brings me peace? What makes me feel alive? What fills my heart with joy? These are not selfish questions. These are sacred questions. Your purpose is not something you have to force. It unfolds when you follow what feels honest and alive. You don't have to chase your calling. You only have to listen. It's already within you, waiting for your trust, waiting for your yes. You are already walking in purpose when you show up with love, when you choose kindness over control, when you follow the path that feels right in your spirit. You may not have all the answers yet, but you don't need them to begin. You only need a willing heart. One step at a time, you are creating a life that is aligned, meaningful, and free. A life where you don't just survive, you thrive. Say this to yourself with gentleness. I walk in grace and live in alignment with my soul's purpose. Let that affirmation remind you that you are not lost. You are being led. Every challenge, every turn, every delay, it has all been part of the preparation. And now, you are ready to live from the inside out. Not chasing, not performing, but being. Being fully you. You don't have to be perfect to walk in purpose. You only have to be real. And the more real you are, the more your life begins to reflect that honesty. The right people, the right opportunities, the right timing. They all begin to meet you on your path, not because you force them, but because you are finally being who you were created to be. The rarest woman in the world. You have come so far. You've walked through pain, through silence, through doubt. But look at you now, still standing, still soft, still open. That is strength. That is grace. That is the quiet miracle of choosing to heal when you could have stayed bitter. Choosing to rise when you could have stayed stuck. Choosing to love when the world taught you fear. You are the rare woman who didn't give up on herself. And now, the universe is opening to meet you. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe in this truth. You are exactly who you were born to be. You are not too late. You are not too early. You are right on time. Everything that happened led you here, not to break you, but to build you, not to punish you, but to prepare you. And now you are ready, ready to walk in truth, ready to love without fear, ready to live in full alignment with your soul. Let this be your new beginning, a beginning where you no longer dim your light to fit in, a beginning where you stop asking others for permission to exist, a beginning where you speak with love, move with purpose, and honor the wisdom that lives inside you. You are rare, not because you are better, but because you are real. You are rare because you dare to love in a world that often forgets how. You are rare because you are awake. Every day, speak this truth over yourself. I am rare. I am radiant. I am exactly who I was born to be. Let that be your prayer, your power, your promise. And as you walk forward, remember this. You don't need to become someone else to be loved. You only need to return to yourself. You are the gift. You are the light. You are the rarest woman in the world. And you are just getting started.